Did you know you can make maple syrup right at home? It's true! Imagine fluffy pancakes, hot off the griddle, drenched in the rich amber goodness of your very own maple syrup. Sounds amazing, right? Well, get ready because we're about to embark on a journey that's part history lesson, part culinary adventure, and 100% delicious. We'll delve into the fascinating origins of maple syrup, tracing its roots back to Native American ingenuity and the traditions they passed on to the colonists. Then, we'll roll up our sleeves and learn the simple steps for transforming humble sap into liquid gold, right in your own kitchen. But the real reward comes at the end, when we savor the fruits of our labor with a stack of homemade pancakes, elevated to new heights by the unique flavor of our very own maple syrup. This is more than just a recipe. It's a connection to nature's bounty and a testament to the simple pleasures of homemade goodness. Get ready to tap into the magic of maple syrup. Long before Europeans arrived, Native Americans had already mastered the art of tapping maple trees and transforming their sap into a sweet, versatile syrup. They recognized the maple's generosity each spring, when the trees, awakening from their winter slumber, would send sugary sap coursing through their veins. Using tools crafted from nature, they carefully carved spouts from elderberry branches, gently tapping them into the maple trees to release the precious sap. The sap was then collected in birch bark containers and slowly boiled down over open fires, their camps filled with the sweet aroma of maple. European colonists arriving in the New World quickly recognized the value of this indigenous knowledge. They adopted and adapted Native American techniques, incorporating maple syrup into their own culinary traditions. New England, with its abundant maple forests, became a hub of syrup production, and the tradition of sugaring off, a festive gathering centered around boiling down sap, became a beloved ritual. From those early days to the present, the legacy of maple syrup production has endured, a testament to the ingenuity of Native Americans and the timeless appeal of this natural sweetener. Making maple syrup at home is easier than you might think. It's a fun, rewarding process that connects you to a time-honored tradition. Here's a simple guide to get you started. Gather your supplies: drill, spouts, buckets, and a large pot. Identify maple trees and drill a hole. Collect the sap and boil it down. Test for thickness and bottle your syrup. Congratulations! You've just made your own maple syrup. Section 4, From Sap to Stack, the joy of pancakes with homemade syrup. Now comes the best part, enjoying the fruits of your labor. There's no better way to celebrate your homemade maple syrup than with a stack of fluffy pancakes. The contrast of textures and flavors, the light, airy pancakes and the rich, velvety syrup, is simply divine. As you drizzle that golden goodness over your pancakes, take a moment to savor the aroma. It's the scent of nature's sweetness, a reminder of the journey from sap to syrup. And the taste? It's pure maple magic, a symphony of flavors that dance on your tongue. Homemade maple syrup has a depth of flavor that store-bought syrup just can't match. It's sweeter, richer, and more complex, with subtle hints of caramel and vanilla. Each bite is a celebration of your hard work and a testament to the simple pleasures of homemade goodness. So go ahead, dig in, and experience the joy of pancakes elevated to new heights by the magic of homemade maple syrup. Section 5. Sweet Surprises. Fun facts about maple's liquid gold. Maple syrup is more than just a delicious treat. It's also a fascinating subject with a rich history and a few surprises up its sleeve. Did you know that Vermont, the Green Mountain State, is the leading producer of maple syrup in the United States? Every spring, as the sap begins to flow, Vermont transforms into a sea of buckets and taps as maple syrup producers gear up for the harvest. Speaking of sap flow, did you know that it's all about temperature? Maple sap flows best when temperatures fluctuate above freezing during the day and dip below freezing at night. It's this freeze-thaw cycle that creates pressure within the tree, pushing the sap upward. And here's a fun fact for history buffs. During the Civil War, when refined sugar was scarce, maple syrup stepped in as a sweetener for many families. It provided a much-needed taste of sweetness during a challenging time. But perhaps the most surprising fact of all is Canada's strategic maple syrup reserve. That's right, Canada has a strategic reserve of maple syrup. It's their way of ensuring a steady supply of this liquid gold, even in the event of a global shortage. Section 6. Beyond the breakfast table. Maple syrup's enduring legacy. Maple syrup's significance extends far beyond the breakfast table. For centuries, it has played a vital role in the cultural and culinary traditions of North America. Native Americans revered the maple tree as a symbol of strength and generosity, and their traditions surrounding maple syrup production were deeply intertwined with their spiritual beliefs. As European colonists adopted maple syrup into their own diets, it became a staple ingredient in their kitchens, finding its way into everything from baked beans and ham glazes to cakes and candies. Today, maple syrup continues to inspire chefs and food enthusiasts alike, who are constantly discovering new and innovative ways to incorporate its unique flavor into their creations. But perhaps maple syrup's most enduring legacy is its ability to connect us to nature. The process of tapping trees, collecting sap, and boiling it down into syrup is a tangible reminder of the bounty that nature provides. It's a reminder to slow down, appreciate the simple things, and savor the sweetness of life. Section 7. Embrace the sweetness. Your maple syrup adventure begins. So, are you ready to embark on your own maple syrup adventure? It's easier than you might think, and the rewards are oh so sweet. Imagine the satisfaction of pouring that golden goodness over your next stack of pancakes, knowing that you created it with your own 2 hands. Don't be afraid to get creative. Experiment with different maple varieties. Try adding spices like cinnamon or cardamom to your syrup, or use it to glaze roasted vegetables or meats. The possibilities are endless, and be sure to share your maple syrup journey with us. Post pictures of your tapping adventures, your bubbling pots of sap, and of course, your delicious creations. Let's spread the love of maple syrup, one delicious drop at a time. Remember, making maple syrup is more than just a recipe. It's a connection to nature, a celebration of tradition, and a testament to the simple pleasures of homemade goodness. So go ahead, tap into the sweetness, and let the maple syrup magic begin.